What is going on? What is going on, my friends? Wow. Did we just do this? Yes, we did. We just pulled a 30% return in 12 days on Marathon Digital Holdings. Pwah! A lot of you who follow me on the inside, of course, you can see the returns, 25. And by the way, this is a trade we went all in on, Marathon Digital Holdings. This was my last public trade. Congratulations to everybody that follows me on this channel and who's pulled a lot of money. Well, we're actually up 30%, but the whole projection for this trade was almost 200% return. That projection still remains, okay? Now you can do the calculations of how much I pulled so far. I'm pretty sure you guys have the figures and how much I was holding in the last video, and I've shared that on Instagram, my actual returns. Now I've closed 50% of that position because, and this is what I want to speak about, is what's next, right? The thing does not change here is the actual fundamentals of the company and the projections for this industry. The projections for this industry remain hot, but just because a company is solid, just because the fundamentals are solid, the industry is solid, you cannot do anything in the face of turmoil or in the face of overall market condition. And that's something you have to be prepared of. Even if you believe in a trade so much, you also have to understand that you cannot control the stock, you cannot control people's fears, and you have to understand there are certain times where people are rushing into a stock because they're hopeful, and times where they're pulling out because that hope has died off just because of the overall macroeconomics. This is what I want to speak about here. But congratulations to every single one of you who has basically cashed out today. Some of you are, this is, to some of you guys, this is the best trade you've ever made. Because what you have done here, you've actually went all in on one trade and you've swing traded this. And to get something like this, 30%, even 15% return on your overall capital, and we're talking some people trading with 100,000, 200,000, even, 300,000. My position was over 350. Okay, when I closed it, it was something like, I don't know, 50 grand for a position. But look, Marathon Digital Holdings, did we outperform CleanSpark? Yes, we did. All the naysayers, look, up 7%. All the naysayers that doubted me when I said we're going to outperform. Now, of course, it's cheaper right now, Marathon, but there is going to be a time where there's going to be a retracement for Marathon Digital Holdings. And that's why I said that to everybody, close your position, take some money, close 50% of it. Here's what I believe could potentially happen. I'm keeping 50% on the sideline now. But here's what could potentially happen, guys. Right? After running up, what you have is the Feds. You have Bitcoin hanging around 66,000. You've got 8 months in the year left. In those 8 months, we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, do we believe that the Feds will scare the market a little bit, or do we believe Bitcoin is going to pull back? Well, I believe all of that, guys. I believe once we touch the 20 mark, maybe we push to the 21 mark. After here, guys, for Marathon, I mean, you're talking 21 or so. You're getting very lousy with the way things are going to be, right? The pullbacks, the retracement, it's possible that we retrace all the way back down to the 15, 16 mark once again before pushing back. Actually, there is an untested area around 14 level just below it, okay? 1350 right here, 1340. I mean, what I imagine could potentially happen, and I know this is not great news for those of you holding this position, what I imagine would happen is you get something like this, right? Something like this, listen to me, and then as it touches this level, here we go, back to 35. This makes sense, this makes more sense, especially given there's 8 months. If there's 8 months in the year, say 2 of those months are bearish, and the rest is November rally for election and interest rates, potentially. Now, of course, if the Feds next week don't say anything and they don't give us hope, well, most tech is going to pull back. Even Bitcoin might pull back. you know, and we get that final dip. This is accumulation stage, and then we rally one more time. And this will be a great time to accumulate further. I'll be the first to jump on this opportunity. But when you're getting 30% return, guys, like, you have to secure, you have to take profit, especially if you're gone in large. If you're only, you know, averaging in slowly, just like you do with crypto, then it's fine. You don't have to do anything. But it does make sense to actually secure profits. We're not here to bet on the company. Look, there is still fear of dilution on this company, just like any other you know, mining stock. So fear will overcome hype eventually. And those who have made money, they'll get scared and say, you know, it's time to sell. They will sell, you will grab cheaper, and then it will push back up. Now, this is just one theory. Of course, it doesn't have to be right. There was other people that had a theory that I was wrong because, you know, it's going to go to 10. But they never factored in that, sure, it could go anywhere, but there has to be some kind of a push back up or pullback. This pullback may not even be a fake one. It might just continue. Nobody factored this in. I'm not, you know, kind of canceling this idea out that it could just run up all the way to 30. No, I'm not canceling that idea, but I'm also giving you an alternative of what could potentially happen. But if there is an alternative of 50-50 chance, I'm going to take the 50 chance. I'm not going to take the 50 chance, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to say, well, if it's 50-50, might as well just secure. If there was a 70% chance that I might be right in my position, which when we bought here and started averaging in, there was a 70% chance because we were overextended at the bottom, right? We got overextended. Now, this overextension, this is not overextension, by the way, because there's 16% short interest. So this spike right here can keep going to $23 and then push back down. Because if nobody wants to buy it at $23, especially when the market is not, you know, ripe for it, then it's gonna have to retrace back down, creating room for more buying pressure. I will be there to buy more, okay? Just so you know. But other than that, congratulations to everybody. I know you guys have made a lot. Follow, you know, on Discord, on Patreon, even the YouTube people who follow me. Congratulations. It takes balls to follow just a random person on the internet, but I just wanted to come out here, celebrate with you a little bit. I know I wanted my celebration to be as we hit 40 plus for Mara, but we will eventually, guys, and we'll do a bigger celebration. I promise you, once we hit $50 plus on Marathon Digital Holdings, I will dance for you on YouTube Live. But for now, we're sitting on the side, we're watching what's going, you know, what's happening, and I'm factoring in there is a potential pullback coming, especially with the Federal Reserve and the summer. You know, things slow down for the summer. Not always, but they could potentially slow down. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Smash that like button if you followed me on that trade, guys, and let me know what your thoughts are on this trade. But this industry is going to be hot in the next bull market. Yes, the next one. We're not in one yet. Peace, guys.